Welcome. Today we're diving into the latest version of the Higher Education Community Vendor Assessment Tool, or HECVAT, now in version 4. This tool is designed to help colleges and universities assess the security and privacy risks associated with using third-party vendors. But is the new version an improvement? Let's turn to our expert who's been analyzing the details, but let's congratulate and express a special thanks to the dedicated teams from EDUCAUSE, Internet2, and ISAC, plus countless of university executives.
Thanks. HECVAT 4 brings both advancements and potential drawbacks. It's structured around several key areas, which we can consider as its strengths. First of all, organization and structure. The new HECVAT is organized into distinct sections covering company information, organizational security measures, product-specific security features, infrastructure, IT accessibility, and case-specific concerns like HIPAA and PCI compliance. This structure allows for a more targeted and streamlined assessment process. Secondly, expanded scope. HECVAT 4 includes new sections on AI and privacy, reflecting the growing importance of these issues. The tool contains AI qualifying questions, general AI questions, AI policy questions, and AI data security questions. There are also questions about AI machine learning and AI large language models. Finally, privacy focus. The HECVAT 4 has questions about whether a solution processes FERPA, GDPR, or PIPL data and data regulated by state laws. It also inquires about privacy policies, data breach history, and third-party agreements. The tool also includes privacy-specific training and documented processes.
So a more comprehensive tool overall?
In some respects, yes. However, there are potential downsides. Increased complexity. The detailed nature of HECVAT 4 may make it more time-consuming and complex to complete, potentially burdening both institutions and vendors. The sheer number of questions, now more than 330 questions, covering a wide array of topics, could be a bit overwhelming. Resource-intensive. Smaller institutions with limited resources may struggle to implement HECVAT 4 effectively, as it demands a certain level of expertise to interpret and act upon the findings. And that's not taking into the lack of empathy towards the service provider. Question clarity. And to a very limited point, some questions use ambiguous language and assumptions which could lead to inconsistent interpretations and responses. This unclarity may reduce the reliability of the answers.
Is there additional support?
While there are many organizations trying to help, few are looking at the big picture and only looking from a self-centered perspective. There is a need to truly evolve vendor risk from both the institution and the service provider. I really enjoyed the February 5th webinar by Shared Assessments with assistance from WISTIC and Venseca, discussing this issue from an evolution and partnership perspective.
What's the bottom line?
HECVAT 4 represents a reasonable step forward in addressing modern security and privacy challenges. However, institutions should be mindful of the increased complexity and resource demands. Vendors need to be prepared to address a broader range of questions, particularly in the areas of AI and data privacy. However, we should be looking into evolving third-party risk by bettering efficiencies and communication within the organization-vendor relationship.
Thank you for that insightful analysis. As institutions and vendors grapple with this expanded and complex questionnaire, one thing is clear: cybersecurity compliance is no longer a simple checkbox exercise. So whether you find HECVAT 4 to be a valuable tool or just a very long to-do list, remember to stay secure, stay private, and maybe keep a pot of coffee brewing. And that's all the news we have for tonight, because if we covered any more HECVAT 4, we'd all need a disaster recovery plan of our own.